Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to talk about this buy I picked up from Amazon, talk about it a little bit, tell you how much it costs, and give you a little insight into it. But real quick, first I want to say thank you to all the channel members. Thank you. I want to say thank you to anybody who subscribes to the channel, and I want to say thank you to just anyone who comes in and watches the knife and EDC content. I really do appreciate you. So today I wanted to talk about this knife that, full disclosure, it came with, I think, a full-size tech lock like this. This is a half size. I think it came with a full size. It might have come with a half size. But I replace them with ulti-clips because when I carry a knife, I carry it in my pocket typically. And this is a pocket dropper, although a more substantial one. This is called the Mossy Oak 7.5-inch camping knife, for lack of a better term. It's not a very creative name, but I'd heard of Mossy Oak. And after researching them, I think they are an Amazon company. Not an Amazon company, a Walmart company. So I had done a little more research and don't see them as much in Walmart because of the Swiss Tech brand. They've still got some of their clothing and stuff, but not as many of their knives and their outdoor equipment. I think Swiss Tech's kind of taking that place at Walmart. That's just my thought. I don't have any proof to that, but I did see a lot of Mossy Oak at Amazon, and that's where I saw this knife, which struck me on a couple of different levels. One, it looked kind of like a neat knife. I like a Wharncliffe, and this is an aggressive, very aggressive Wharncliffe with a splinter digger point. It is in Sandvik 14C28N. It's got removable G10 handles, so it's a full tang construction. It's a heavier knife. For 7.5 inches, this knife has got a thick tang, thick blade stock that comes down to a really sharp, flat ground blade. And the thing that's so amazing about this knife, guys, is it's under $20. This knife was $19.99. I'll leave a link. You can take a look at it. That was not a Black Friday sale. It does come with a sheath. And I want to say this ulti clip, possibly right here, or it was the full size that I put away. But this knife has been cutting all kinds of stuff, cardboard, some rope. It is very slicey, very pokey, but for an EDC knife, I think it's a good shape. I think it's a good size. It's a little heavier than what I normally carry, so that would be a downside for me. But I'm a smaller guy, so a bigger knife, even though it might not be big in length, big in weight, is not always a plus. I like it some cases. Some cases, you know, I just assume it'd be a little bit lighter, a little bit thinner. And when we do some size comparisons, we'll talk about that and we'll weigh it. But as far as a cardboard shredder, as far as a outdoorsman's knife, a camp knife, a hiking knife, whatever you need to use a knife for, this knife is a good one. And for $19.99, I really can't think you can go wrong. It's got this kind of coated blade. Let's look at something real quick. Let's get in, see if we've got T15s here. What do we have? Let's probably got T10. Let's see. What do we have here? We got T8. I'll probably have to get my Weeha, because I have a feeling these are going to be locked down, as they are. And if they're too tough, I won't jack with it. But I was just curious. I don't think there's any skeletonization in this handle, where a lot of the full-size EDC fixed blades that I get do have a great deal of weight relief there in the handle, in the tang. I'll show you another kind of perceived negative, not a huge negative, but And this is going to spin on me probably. Let's see. It is. So I'm going to take my finger bit from Skiff Blades. This one's tight. Let's see here. Let's do this. If I could seat this bit, seat that bit. All right. We got some Loctite going on here, guys. Serious Loctite. But I do want to get this out. Let's try this one more time. Again, this is not a biggie. It's just something that I'm curious about. Here we go. I just broke the Loctite. And we'll clean that out. Look at that. Very, very thick coat of Loctite, which they don't want you taking the handles off. But I like to know that I can take them off if I need to get moisture from behind there, like that. And I've got a little rag with some, but that's just a huge blank, guys. There's not anything done in that handle for weight relief. Not that you need it. So you could paracord this if you wanted to. Don't know why you would. You've got these G10 contoured scales. And this right here is where your sheath retention goes. But let's get my rag with a little bit of oil on it. This is some KPL oil that I keep on this rag. And all I do is kind of pre-treat that handle. And then we can go back on here like so. I'm going to grab one of these guys real quick. Let me get rid of this. A little alcohol on my wipe. Whoops. And then I'm going to take my nasty Loctited screw and I'm going to clean it. Get all that nasty Loctite off of there. That's nasty, guys. And this other one had none on it. So go figure. Alright. Get the hair out of there. Put our little tumbler in. And our screw. Then we'll get some size comparisons, guys. I'm sorry I'm taking so much time with this. I just thought it would be kind of cool to see. And I am going to need that bit again. Darn it. No, this side I don't think. This side's going to be fine. This side, however, is going to be a pain in the ass, which means I'm going to have to do that. And go through this rigmarole again. Which this is a good invention. It does allow you to get that side from free spinning. Alright, now we're torqued down. One thing I'll say about this knife that's, for me, a little bit of a wish they'd done it differently is the way the back of this handle comes up. I wish it tapered back some. It's got a great lanyard hole, but what you'll notice is when I grip this, it really puts this point right into my hand because you're forced into the finger choil, which is great, but this is very sharp right here. And when I was cutting cardboard, you could feel it. Kind of creates a hot spot. That could just literally have been rounded down or tapered down. But nice contour G10. Heavy knife. Do a couple of quick size comparisons. Look at it next to a bug out. A little bit bigger than the bug out. Smaller than the Para 2. That's the Bradford Guardian 3. The Voss Steed Mink is right about the same size, a little bit smaller. A lot of these knives are 7-inch knives. This is a 7.5 incher, but this will give you a good example on weight. That is a 7-inch axial knives, and this is a little 7-inch Boker. And you can see how thin the blade stock is into comparison. So these two knives together would make this knife up. But again, a really, really fine cutter. A little bit heavy for me for an EDC knife. Now for a camp knife, for a gardening knife, an outdoor knife, specific processing knife, if this little heel right here doesn't bother your hand, you shouldn't have any problem with it. For 20 bucks, it might be worth trying out. But now let me give you the golden weight. Then I'll get you a couple quick measurements, even though we know it's 7.5 inches long. .20 ounces. And in my pocket, it is 6.95 ounces, just shy of 7 ounces. So if we get our tail of the tape real quickly, we will learn that this guy is, yes, that's right, 7.5 inches, because that's the name of the knife. 7.5 inches with a 3 3/4 inch blade, with a 3.5 inch cutting area, with a grip of 4 1/4 from here to here. Your inside grip, not that you'd ever use that, is 3 inches. So if you wanted to 3-finger this knife, you can still feel that corner. But where it shines is its thickness. It is a thick knife. It's one that I think, without doubt, could be a bruiser if you needed a bruiser. Now the tip's going to be delicate because the tip is very sharp, but the blade stock is .1475. Comes down to .0210 behind the edge. The G10 handle is right over ½ inch at .53. And the tallest point right here where I think it could be improved is 1.23 inches. So guys, this is what is called the Mossy Oak 7.5-inch fixed blade. It is at Amazon. That's where I got this, $19.95. I will link it in the description. Guys, thanks for checking out the video. This is a budget knife, but I think it's a good one. 14C, very sharp, very heavy. Listen. So there you go. A whole lot of knife for a little bit of money. Guys, thank you for watching. If you're so inclined, please hit that subscribe button down there or that bell notification icon. Hit that like button, but most importantly, look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your hearts and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.